the nightmares. So many colors.
Hey Britt, I think your Eddsworld poster got shipped to my room by accident and... you okay there, buddy?
Ah! Not the face! Oh, Keyframe. Thanks.
Dude, tell me what's wrong! You look whiter than Celestia's behind! What's up?
I have just seen the worst thing MLP has ever produced. It's so horrifying I haven't slept all night.
Pinkie Pie's serial killer look from Party of One?
Worse.
Spike at your service on repeat?
Hey, that episode isn't all bad.
Well, what is it, man? Tell me! What?
Rain. Bow. Pow.
You're serious.
I've never been as serious as I am right now. That moment was so wrong. I know the show is made for product placement, but introducing an entire line of toys into the show? Nope!
Oh, for Luna's sakes, come on, man! Yes, the designs were for the most part really bad compared to the other design aspects that we see on the show thus far. But they only appear for like a minute out of a 44-minute two-parter.
It's a minute too long. If I even lay eyes on a piece of fan art, I'm going to...
This is Twilight's Kingdom.
I hate it! I hate it to death!
Are you okay now?
Yeah, I admit. The rest of the two-parter is pretty cool. Ooh. And now all my rage is gone, why don't we take a look at it together?
Yeah, sure. As long as you don't rage so much.
Please. I never usually rage. Let's start with the plot.
The episode begins with Twilight and her friends going to the Crystal Empire to welcome some foreign dignitaries. Twilight's only job, though, is to unroll the royal banner, and she feels as though her princess role isn't really all that special.
If I was told to smile and wave, I would have thought I was a penguin from the Madagascar movies.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
This is the first time Twilight has shown a feeling of inadequacy in her role of princessdom, which is something the fans were pointing out was strange since, well, they never really acknowledged it throughout the season at all. However, this kind of makes sense after some of the events that's happened over the course of the season that will culminate into this sense of inadequacy.
Feeling a bit down, Twilight starts singing a song, and then yes really, all the princesses join in and tell Twilight that she will play her part. I thought it was good that Luna finally sung, and it was decently sung song. What about you, Key?
I could see people's negativities on the visual aspects of this sequence being really lacking, especially for a season finale musical number. I mean, look at the Gala and This Day aria. Visually, these two have some ridiculously awesome aspects that this song does not have. But as a song, without visuals, it's probably the strongest out of the three. The harmonizations, the grandness of the score, and just the beautiful vocalizations of Rebecca Soyshed, Nicole Oliver, Britt McKillop, and Kasumi Evans. They just mesh together so well. Personally, I think this has some of the best harmonies of the show. Better than when the main six all sing together. That's saying something.
And after that, we get introduced to our new villain, who is freaking awesome. But more on his character later, because Discord is back. And he's been given the task of tracking down the villain who is seeking all the magic from every unicorn in Equestria to become powerful again. And before Discord leaves, being his usual trickster self, Discord bootsmart the main sets to certain events in their diary of lessons, which is a good idea. It's a nice way of reminding them of the items/keys they were given after realizing their true rainbow connection element.
So we see Discord on the prowl as he finds T-Rex, and actually seems like he saved the day. Until T-Rex pulls a Discord on Discord, playing mind games with him and toying his sense of freedom. This is what I love about T-Rex. He is completely powerless, still scrawny and weak, and still has complete confidence in himself, using his silver tongue to his advantage.
So, in a complete turn of events, Discord joins forces with T-Rex to continue to get magic in stuff. While it's true Discord just pulled a 180-degree turn on his friends, he was still not completely reformed. I like to say this reformation is like what Fluttershy said in Philly Vanilli, baby steps.
I agree. Discord was shown at the end of Keyframe and Flutter On that he wasn't completely reformed, just that he was willing to take the first step. You can make a parallel to Discord's reformation plan as someone who's taking his 12-step plan, or is trying to become sober. This can be what we call Discord's relapse.
But alas, it's true. Discord has returned to the dark side. Really unexpected, if I'm honest, especially since he was so close to bringing T-Rex to justice. Damn you, manipulation! Anyway, word spreads to the princesses and they realise Twilight is the only one who can save the day. But to battle T-Rex, she must be infused with Super Saiyan, alicorn magic powers from the other princesses, as T-Rex does not know another princess exists. Of course, we could have the obvious clear problem with Celestia's plan, the stained glass window, which proved to be mentioned by T-Rex in part 2.
So after a pretty intense battle between Twilight and T-Rex, we see T-Rex use his, until now, underutilized silver tongue once again, baiting Twilight with her one weakness, her friends. We also get interesting development for Discord after he got his magic taken away by T-Rex, finally hitting rock bottom. Twilight has a rainbow connection moment and gives up her magic for her friends, including Discord. This shows a turning point in the Princess of Friendship's development, becoming friends with the person she thought she could never be friends with. It was her test and her next step to claiming her title.
And then, you know what happens, which is your typical Deus Ex Machina, manages to defeat a giant centaur with unicorn, Pegasus, Earth, and alicorn magic. Friendship is magic, the good guys always win. And then the boss turns into a castle. Buy more toys! Every pony gets their magic bar, and they all live happily ever after. Oh, except T-Rex, who is sent back to prison guarded by that dog from It's About Time. Continuity!
And now, let's move on to what we thought about the other characters. Well, some of the others.
First of all, Lord frickin' T-Rex. This, ladies and gentlemen, is King Sombra made 100 million times better. His way of manipulation, his backstory about himself and his brother Scorpan, he totally rivals the awesomeness of Discord. What did you think of him, Key?
While I think he's a good villain, I don't think he's the best. He shows great potential, of course, having a very powerful mind and a great use of words. I personally prefer villains who use manipulation rather than force. However, as is the downfall with most villains in this series, he loses less to the main six and more to his own cockiness after achieving what seems to be his victory. Villains in this show really lack foresight, don't they?
Yeah, I suppose that is true. Also, quick note, as with most series finales, Twilight is put in the spotlight while the others are, well... yeah, they were written as hostages, or plot progress, or whatever. Only Twilight, Discord, and T-Red stood out in this finale. Nothing left to say but... kidnaps! Kidnaps everywhere! So, the real entertainment comes from the fight scene, which was bloody awesome! This one scene shows just how far the animators have come. It was so freaking cool. You wouldn't believe this was an episode of a little girl show aimed to teach the values of friendship. Clearly, DHS was watching Dragon Ball Z while they were animating this.
Visually, this is the best episode in the series. Seriously, the fight scene alone shows you the true potential in Flash animation. But it's not just those epic, fast-paced scenes. It's all the slow moments too. Like the character turns and you'll play your part. It is very, very, very hard to give a 2D puppet full 3 dimensions. And they really accomplished that. Add in all the references, and you got a great episode on entertainment value.
Speaking of references...
oh, you're talking about me, I presume.
Oh, I feel so proud to be British. So, yeah, now it's time to wrap up all our thoughts. So, overall, what do we think of Twilight's Kingdom? Well, personally, despite one thing that shall never be mentioned again, I thoroughly enjoyed this finale. It had a great new villain, great development, bigger step closer to Discord's reformation, decently great songs, and just all around great ending to what many can agree was the best season so far. Also, by the way, thanks for helping me get over my hatred for Rainbow Power Keyframe, much appreciated.
No problem, my dear British Brony. While in my opinion, I can't say this is the best season finale, it is really great. The visuals, the entertainment, the feels, they all give you a great cathartic feeling. There are elements like the narrative and characters being less than stellar, except for our main 3, but overall, it was still a fun ride.
So, how did I manage to leave my poster on your channel? I don't even remember being on your channel. Wait a minute, did you try and steal it because it has Tomska and Matt Lobster's signatures on it?
Well, let me tell you, buddy, I got a great explanation for that will knock your non-existent socks off. I'm Keyframe, I licked at point A, point B, and everything in between. See you, every pony!
Hey, get back here! If you had just asked, I would have given you my spare!
I could see people's negativities on the visual aspects of this sequence being very lacking, especially compared to its 2 other season finale song competitions. I mean, look at the other 2 song sequences throughout the especially looking at the other 2 competitors for season finale songs being At the Gala and... I mean, look at the other 2 competitors, At the Gala and this! It is a bad episode and you should feel bad for watching it! Oh god, Anthony, what have you done to me? Okay. As a song in and of itself, I think this is the strongest out of the 3. The harmonization, the grandness of the score, and the richness and the power of Kasumi Evans. How did I suddenly forget the voice actresses? Cole Oliver, Brett McKillop, Kasumi Evans, and Tara Strong. especially compared to the other two musical sequences we've had in the season's finales. BB, I swear, if you make a blooper reel out of all this, I will take you by your Eddsworld. I don't know. I'm not a violent person when I want to be. Finally got through that line. Okay. So we did. By the way, this sequence shows how good Flash animation can be. Baiting Twilight with one of her weak win. Yeah. He shows great potential, having a very... However, as is the downfall of most of the villains in this series, Oh god, my leg's asleep. Okay.